Hey YouTube, it's been a couple of weeks since I last posted anything. I've been kind of busy with life in general. Doing this whole adoption thing can be a real time suck at times. We had a bit of an adventure yesterday, which was not a pleasant one, but I'll talk about that on some other video. What I wanted to talk about today was I've been doing a lot more thinking lately about some of the topics I've been watching videos about. In particular, I've been watching videos about ethics and questions about morality. And I really have, these aren't new ideas that I've come up with. These are ideas that I've had knocking around my head for decades at this point. And I was wondering what you guys thought of it, so I'll just bring them out now. And I'll stick to just one idea instead. I got about 50 different things I'd rattle off normally, but we've only got 10 minutes, so let's keep this nice and short. I wanted to talk about slippery definitions. And to tell you what a slippery definition is, it's probably going to be easier for me to just give you my example of it. And this example comes from, it's a classical paradox, it's a logical paradox, so let me just rattle it off. It's called the hangman's paradox, and it goes like this. There was once this guy who was traveling in a foreign kingdom, and he accidentally committed some crime. And he was caught, brought in, put on trial, and at his trial he was found guilty of the crime, and he was sentenced to death. Now, he knew from talking with people beforehand that the only way, if he's sentenced to anything, much less death, the only way that you can get acquitted of it is if you can prove that the judge presiding over the trial makes some sort of mistake, says something that's incorrect during the trial, at which point you can you can point out, oh, there was this mistake made, here it was, and you're let off scot-free. So the guy's sitting there just grasping at straws. He's got no idea what to say during the trial. He's right about to hear his sentence, and he's got nothing. He's no idea what to say. So the judge says this to him, well, since you've been found guilty, I'm going to hand down your punishment now. Your punishment is death. You're going to be hanged. You're going to be picked up at dawn, one of the mornings next week, someday between Monday and Friday. Could be Monday, could be Friday, could be anywhere in between. And the guy sitting there going, oh, shit, what am I going to do? So still grasping at straws, he says, well, is there anything else you can tell me about my sentence or about anything that's going on? And the judge said, well, I can't tell you anything along the lines of what day you're going to be hung or anything like that, but I can tell you it is going to surprise you what day you're hung. And that's all it said. The trial's over. So the guy's back in his cell. And he starts thinking, well, the only thing I've really got to go on here is what the judge just told me about being surprised by the day of my hanging. So let me see if I can prove him wrong. Let me see if I can find any sort of logical contradiction with him saying I'm going to be surprised. Let's see. He said I'm going to be hung on dawn someday between Monday and Friday. Suppose it's Friday. Well, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday will already have gone. So I'll wake up Friday morning before dawn knowing, okay, I'm going to be hung today. I can't be surprised by that. All right, Friday's out. Gone. Well, what about Thursday? Well, Thursday morning, if I wake up, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, they'll have already gone by, and so it can't be one of those days. And Friday, I just reason that's out, so I'll know it's Thursday. I'll know it has to be Thursday. Okay, Thursday's out. I won't be surprised then. And he goes back on down the line. He eliminates Wednesday, and then Tuesday, and then Monday. So he sits back and he says, wow, I've just proved that I can't be surprised on any day of the week next week if the hangman comes to hang me. So he's very confident about his logic. And he settles in and has actually a very good night's sleep. But the next week on Tuesday morning, he's very, very surprised indeed when the hangman knocks on his cell door and takes him off for his hanging. Now the question is, what is wrong? What was wrong with the guy's logic when he was going through all his steps of of reasoning. What was wrong with his logic? Now, I'll tell you, there's a lot of classical answers, but the answer that I would give is that his logic really isn't wrong. He might have gotten into some problems by saying, well, on Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday, if I wake up on Thursday morning, okay, you don't know that you'll have waken up on Thursday morning, but that's a little bit of hair splitting. Anyway, the real thing I think is the problem is that the word surprise doesn't lend itself to logical treatment, because as soon as you make a conclusion about it, about something that is going to be surprising, it's no longer surprising. You've changed the situation. So you've changed your parameters, and this is what I mean by a slippery definition. As soon as you change things a little bit or try to conclude something about it, it slips out of your hands. And my question is the concept of good something like that? Is the concept of morality similar to that? I've got some other questions and other ideas about that, but I'll leave that for now. I'm really interested in hearing what other people have to say about this whole idea and whether it even applies or if I'm just barking out my ass at this point. So, till next time. See you later.